What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you been? It's your boy Momo from Dr. Bobby Jacobs, and I've uploaded many self-cut tutorial videos on YouTube up to this point, and I've asked this question a lot. Hey Momo, how do you get rid of guideline better? Or how do you make your fade transitions better? And let me tell you one thing, when it comes to self-cut, the most important thing is to have a good lighting. And without good lighting, it's hard to see, the guidelines or like to see the whole picture, of yourself. But I understand not many people have the perfect lighting at their home. So I want to introduce this product right here. Check this out. It's a 360 mirror from lipfisbarbershop.com. And I've previously introduced 360 mirror in my YouTube channel before, but they have upgraded this mirror ever since. So basically the mirror contains this LED lights embedded in the mirror, which allows you to have better self-cut experience. So wherever you go, you can basically click the button, the LED light turns on, you're good to go. So that's the one thing. And of course, if you're interested in getting these, I'll put that link in the description below. Make sure to check the link in the description, and also I'll put that 10% promo code in the description below. So check them out and make sure to use them for a discount. Think about this, you're gonna save tons of money by buying this and learn self-cut rather than going to barbershop, 2 or 3 times a month. And think about it in the long term, you're gonna save tons of money. So, check this out and learn self-cut, and let's have a good time. And also, thank you very much lipfisbarbershop.com for sending me these 2 extra hair clippers and a trimmer, and I'll be using these gears in the tutorial for today, so make sure to check out my tutorial as well. Okay, enough with the talk. So today's tutorial I'll be doing the mid drop fade. So shall we start? Boost! Alright peeps, let's get right into the tutorial. So the first thing first, what I like to do is put on number 4 guard, lever all the way open, which is 12 millimeters in length. And basically what I'm doing is I'm taking off all the bulk that has grown over the past 2 or 3 weeks ever since my last haircut. The reason why I'm doing this is because you want to clear out that hair before you're gonna be creating all the guidelines. Alright, because sometimes if your bulk is just hanging around and create all the guidelines, you might get lost in the process and you don't know which one is which, and resulting in confusion, and you'd be like, okay, my fade is messed up now. And the next step, alright, let's move on to the next step. Take out your trimmer if you have one, and I'll be creating the initial guideline. So since this is a mid drop fade, so I'll starting off from the bottom of C cut section and goes all the way around the ear and goes back of my head to the back. And one thing, as the title mentioned, I'll try not to fast forward the video, is because I feel like people need to see how I'm actually cutting my own hair, like how I'm actually flicking out the guidelines or creating the guidelines, or even I think those tiny details are most important. So the length of this video is gonna be kind of longer than the usual, so just sit down and watch. You can play my video while you're cooking or reading, even, I don't know, doing something else. Play my video as a background video, so that's besides the point. And if this is your first time watching my self-cut tutorial, why don't you click that subscribe button, please? It wouldn't hurt. It's just a digital footprint. It doesn't hurt at all. So just click the subscribe button so that you're up to date to my next self-cut tutorial. Or I sometimes or oftentimes post sneaker reviews, fake sneaker reviews for Air Jordans or Nike shoes or any Hyperbeast sneakers. So I post cool contents, so stay tuned. Alright, so now you're done with creating initial guidelines. So take out all your guards, just a naked hair clipper. lever all the way open, and I'll be creating the second guideline. Let's go. Okay, I'm just going up. I'll say it's 2 centimeters, like a 1.5. It's like a half inch, or it's not inch, it's like a half inch. I'm going up, and you already seeing like the first guidelines, the visible, right? Like you can see the layer right there. But don't erase it for now, because I like to create all the guidelines first and then coming back to each guideline and then erase those lines, because it just keeps track of where you are in the process and you won't get confused, because that's what I like to do. So that's the process. If you made it this far, you're doing a great job, and keep it up with the good work. And take out your number 1 guard, level all the way open, which is 3 millimeters in length. Go open about as much as you did for the last step, and be consistent. Consistency is very important in creating guidelines, because later it determines the overall look for your fade. If you want to have blurry, perfect fade, you need to have consistent length among all these guidelines. Otherwise, it's just gonna look a bit patchy or hard to get rid of the dark spot. So be consistent, and you're doing a great job. So keep it up. Now take out your number 2 guard, level all the way open, which is 6 millimeters in length, and I'll be creating my third guideline. And as you can see it right here, I'm entering into the bulk on the top, and I'm stretching my fade out. The more space you have between each guidelines, the better your fade looks at the end. Like, it gets very, very blurry the higher it is. If your space between the guidelines are small, it gets very like condensed fade, which would not look good personally. A lot of people does it, but like it's not my favorite. I like to see, I like my fade kind of like blurry and like stretched out, and it's more like, gradational. I don't know if it's a word, but that's besides the point. So I'm just going back and forth with number 2 guard, level all the way open, create my last layer. We can already see this 3 different spaces, right? But we'll erase that in the next few steps. So now I'm taking out my number 3 guard, level all the way open. This is just to blend that, the end of the guideline into the bulk on the top. So I'm just using the corner of my blade to kind of like skim through. That's what I'm doing. As you can see right here, I'm just taking off like strings of hair. I'm not creating guideline or nothing. I'm just trying to blend in fade into the hair on the top. Okay, so this is the fun part comes in. So we're gonna attack with the very bottom line. So as you can see it right here, take out your clippers, but without guard this time. Lever all the way closed, so the shortest length, and I'm using my corner of my blade to flicking out, that first guideline. And I'm just flicking out, I'm not creating any harsh guideline or nothing. I'm just using my corner of my blade to flick out, and as I'm going up, I'm opening up the lever just halfway, and just so that it blends in better with the guideline on the top. Alright, good guys, almost done. Just hanging in there. So now take out your 0.5 guard. This time I'll be using 0.5 guard. And if you don't have 0.5 guard, please refer to my other tutorials. I have tons of tutorials that uses just only number 1 and number 2 guard, like no 0.5 guard required. But this time I'll be using 0.5 guard, and if you have 0.5 guard, put them on and lever. I'll start with the lever halfway just to see how much my clipper is taking off that guy line first, instead of starting off with the close, and just attack that line using corner of my blade. I'm always using the corner of my blade when it comes to flicking out the guy line, just so you know. And just to see if it doesn't erase the line completely, I close up the lever as I'm going down. But usually I stay with the lever halfway open just to see how much hair my clipper is taking off. And be patient. The patience is very important thing. Alright, so this is going to be the last step for my self-cut tutorial. Take out your number 1.5 guard, which is 4.5 millimeters in length. And once again, if you do not have number 1.5 guard at home, please refer to my other tutorials, because I only use number 1 and number 2 in some of my other self-cut tutorials. Please refer to them. I'll put that link in the description. But this time I'll be using number 1.5 guard and lever all the way open. I like to start with the lever all the way open just to see how much it takes off, and I'll close up the lever as I'm going down. And you can tell the lines pretty much gone. It looks pretty good now, but then there's some spots that are kind of like still dark, or I can still see the line a little bit, a little bit patchy. So I'm just adjusting. This is just a slight adjustment, and it's something you gain as you're experiencing more self-cut you do for yourself. So the more self-cut you do, the better you understand your hair as well as this tiny little adjustment that you need for your hair. Alright, so this is just the additional step. You can do it if you want to, but I highly recommend you do, because it just makes your fade haircut look so much better. So I'm taking out a trimmer to basically box out my hairline, make it like a box shape and make it super crisp. And I'm taking my time because it's very essential. If you mess it up, that's the end of the day. So yeah, I'm taking my time, trying to use this 360 mirror to see if it's even or it looks symmetrical. That's important. But yeah, so that's basically it for the self-cut tutorial. And if you like my video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up so it will be shown in a YouTube algorithm. I'm trying to make it 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So I'm trying to make it there, so please help me. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below. And this is the result, guys. What do you guys think? It looks pretty dope. Alright guys, this is the cut. What do you guys think? Came out dope and nice and clean. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button below, and make sure to check them lipfisbarbershop.com. I'll put that link in the description, so check them out, and I hope to see you very soon. Boss.